What's going on, y'all? Many of you are like really curious on how Scav Karma works now that it is in, you know, 12.11. BSG hasn't really told us anything, and a lot of us can only kind of assume like what Scav Karma does. And I'll tell you exactly what it does and like how you're able to track it and what you can do to gain and lose karma, as well as the benefits of having high karma and the negatives of having low karma. So if you want to see where your karma is for your Scav, it's your fence level. It's that number. It's like your trader reputation, just like any other trader, except it's on fence. That's your Scav rep. Maximum amount of Scav rep is 6 points total. That unlocks the trader level, level 4, and also a bunch of other really cool things that you can do with your Scav. The lowest possible karma level is -7. -7. So we have about 13 total levels to work through as a Scav in terms of our karma benefits. So as a message to all the naughty breakies out there, all of you Scavs who just love around and just shooting those AI Scavs, you don't give a fuck. You go and kill Scav boss. You kill player Scavs when they wiggle at you. You don't care. This is what's going to happen to your ass in time. Your Scav cooldown modifier, if you happen to hit the lowest possible negative Scav karma, goes up 600%. You heard me, right? 600%. So if you have a default Scav cooldown of 23 minutes, your Scav is now an hour and a half because you're an asshole and you kill other Scavs all the time. So not only can you Scav less, like you really can't Scav at all. An hour and a half cooldown. Next negative perk, as the naughty breakies have, Scav junk box in your hideout takes 500% longer. Because why the fuck would a Scav work for some dude who's an asshole who cares nothing about the Scav's life? Fucking think that Scav's gonna be super happy to go get you shit? No, man, he's gonna take his sweet ass time. 500% increase in time for the Scav junk box in your hideout. Paid extract price modifier. This actually affects your PMC, not your Scav. So if you're an asshole Scav and you're like, I don't care, I'm a PMC main. Guess what? Guess who fucking takes you out on those cars? Scavs. Think those are PMCs? No, those are Scavs. So if you have the lowest possible karma level, you get a 400% increase to the paid extract modifiers for every map. So that makes what? Dorms go from 20, is it 2,500 rubles to like 20,000 rubles or something, 2,800. It basically is going to make it just like not worth it, essentially. Bots will never follow you if you have the lowest possible karma. You have an equipment modifier of -5. Your default loadout modifier for your Scav is 0. So I want you to imagine what that's probably like. You probably never get Dushanka. You probably don't even get a knife. Like, you suck. Stop killing Scavs. Because like they're literally just going to give you a knife so that you can't do it like at all. So that's pretty big in my opinion. Like -5 gear, whatever the fuck that means, whatever loadouts are in there, probably suck. Fence is 20% more expensive. So if you're a naughty breaky, fence is 20% more expensive, including, well, I mean, I was gonna say including like level 4, but I mean if you're already at this class, like you ain't got that level, so it doesn't matter. So you're just gonna buy all like the shitty like broken guns that everybody sells defense for 20% more money because you're an asshole. Bosses will be hostile to you. Scavs will be hostile to you. So regular Scavs, upon you as a Scav joining the raid as, you know, having very low Scav karma, they'll just pop you in the face, just like you're a PMC. They don't care. There is a new system in place with Scav karma, where if you have very high karma, AI Scavs will actually come to your aid in battle. So if you get into a fight with a PMC, any AI Scavs that are in the area will automatically like help you out and like attack whoever's attacking you. So you literally have like guardian protection from Scavs. However, you can only have that if you have the 6.0 rep on fence, the highest possible Scav karma. You do not get that at any other level at all. Also, your available extracts are 1. So your Scav extracts actually like reduce in number too. Because some people are wondering like, why do I only have 1 extract on interchange? This is bullshit. That motherfucker probably killed every scav on their raid like multiple times in a row, and now he only has 1 extract. And when he told me what his extract was, it was scav lands extract for interchange. So you needed a PMC. So basically, his scav on interchange in some maps is actually fucked because he can't even get out. Maybe. So it's nuts. And those are all the bad things that can really happen to you. Besides, like, you know, scav attack support helping you out when you're in danger. Now I'm going to tell you the good things that happen if you're a really good Breaky and you don't shoot scavs, including bosses, player scavs, and AI. And you're just, you see a scav, you wiggle, and you go on your way, or you join him for some merry, cheeky Breaky. If you have level 6 at fence, and this is the highest possible karma you can have, your cooldown for your scav goes down 50%. That's right, 50%. So if you have your hideout max level with intel, you have a 13-minute cooldown. Your cooldown for your scav is now 6 minutes, about 6.5, give or take. That's pretty awesome. So that means you can scav a lot, like a lot. This means like if I go for high scav karma, I can probably main my scav actually, which is kind of cool. Your scav case modifier in your hideout is 60% faster. Paid extracts for your PMC are 50% cheaper. That's kind of nice. Bots will always follow you. Your scav equipment modifier is 13. 13 more points plus the default base for your scav loadouts of 0. So you could probably imagine the kind of shit you're going to spawn in with a 13 plus modifier for your scav. You're probably going to have armor every raid and like a good gun or something like that. Fence is 25% cheaper. So, and that also includes things at loyalty level 4, which you unlock at level 6. Bosses will not be hostile towards you. So at the highest possible scav karma level, you can fight with the scav bosses and they won't kill you. All of them. They'll leave you alone. What does that mean? Yeah, you could potentially go up to the scav boss and pop them in the back of the head, get a free chance at some gear. However, killing scav bosses is one of the biggest hits to negative karma in the game. And I wouldn't be surprised, I don't know this for certain, is if you have very high karma and you do negative karma actions, it probably has a bigger impact on your karma level. But I don't know that. And it also increases your extracts up to 5 on pretty much every map. And that's pretty much a majority of the benefits and the negatives of scav karma. Pretty cool, huh? Like, honestly, like from what I just described, like how many of you guys have probably changed your mind in terms of, oh man, I used to kill scavs all the time. Now I'm probably not going to do that anymore. Again, you got to think of that death, like getting killed by a player scav potentially, like as a win, because like you didn't lose karma. Because if you're chasing high karma, man, like it's gonna help you out a lot. Like the benefits are huge. So how do you get low karma as a scav? Well, I just said earlier, like one of the lowest possible ways you can get like the lowest possible karma is by killing a scav boss of any kind. That will get you quite a bit of negative karma. Killing AI scavs and player scavs is a bit the same, I believe. Those will also warrant you negative karma points. However, you can defend yourself. So if you get dealt damage, so like you get hit by another scav, even if it hits your armor, you can shoot him and defend yourself and get actually positive karma points for doing so, because technically you're like protecting the scavs. So yeah, killing scav bosses, killing scavs, AI or players. That's really the only way you can get bad karma. There's not anything else that you can really do in the game, to my knowledge, that will get you low karma with fence.
You can do self-defense and not get negative scav karma, right?
So right now it's bugged.
Oh, it's bugged.
Right now, when you take damage from a scav, oh, finally found my last gas can. Fuck yeah. When you take damage from a scav and you kill the scav that dealt damage to you, you get negative karma right now. It's not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get positive karma for that, since technically he's like aggressing you. And you're also not supposed to lose karma for killing raiders on reserve. And I believe the raiders are supposed to be hostile to everybody besides themselves. How do you get good karma? This is where it gets a little bit more complicated, because it really requires you to kind of pay attention to what's going on in your environment a little bit. So the smallest earning of karma is just by killing a PMC as a scav. So killing a PMC, you get like a 0.1, 0.2 points towards, you know, your overall fence rep or your scav karma rep. And so that's like a really low way to get karma. Another way to get decent karma is by killing a player scav that recently engaged a scav. That will warrant you just about the same amount of karma as a PMC, maybe a little bit more, because you're actually protecting the scavs. Second to that is killing a PMC that recently engaged a regular scav or a player scav, but it has to deal damage to them. Like they can't just shoot each other. They actually have to hit each other, and then you have to kill whoever is the attacker to the scavs. So killing a PMC over a player scav will get you more karma as long as that PMC engaged a scav prior to you killing him. Third, killing a player scav that just recently engaged a scav boss. So we were just talking about regular scavs, now we're talking about scav bosses. So if you kill a player scav that recently aggroed and engaged and dealt damage to a scav boss, and you kill that scav, you get positive karma points. Next tier up, you guessed it, if a PMC engages a scav boss and then you kill that PMC, that will also warrant you a lot of karma. More so than the scav, more so than the PMC engaging a regular scav. Last but not least, PMC scav extracts gets you a lot of karma. It's going to be kind of hard to do those. However, I think on certain maps and locations, we could start seeing this be a little bit more viable. I also don't know this for certain, though, if the care package you get from Fence is actually affected by your Scav Karma level, which I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's something that we might have to go test out. Overall, that's pretty much how Karma works. That's what the benefits are. That's what the negatives are. That's how you lower your karma, and that's how you gain your karma. So hopefully this is useful information to all you guys in the community here, because I think scabbing is awesome. I think it's one of the best ways to play Tarkov. It is super cool. And now that we actually have features within the game that actually support cooperative play and working together and discouraging kill on sight is really cool. It's the first time Tarkov has ever had a feature like this. Ever. Like throughout its entire development. It's always just been a mentality of kill everything, see, take their shit, and you profit for doing so. Now, at least as the scav, that's no longer the case. You can potentially make a lot more money, get a lot better gear on your scav, and have better scav raids, and be able to do them more, as well as various other bonuses that apply to your PMC exclusively. I think high scav karma is kind of worth it, and I think we may start seeing a paradigm shift in our raids where scavs are teaming up way more against the PMCs. And then we are going to start seeing that common enemy among the PMCs, which is the scavs. Not the scavs killing each other, but they're working together to kill us. Yeah, scavs can shoot each other in the back of the head, you know, maybe for some gear here or there. But you have to decide if that karma penalty is worth it for the gear that you're getting. And I think that's actually really cool, because that now is adding decision-making processes to your raids. And I think that's super cool. Hold on. So for the most part, that's basically how Scav Karma works. That's what the negatives do, what the positives do, how you get positive karma, how you get negative karma. And I hope this information is useful and you guys can use this. Again, I think we're eventually going to start seeing a lot of scavs start to work together, and less player scavs running in the raids and just killing shit. I think it's going to be pretty damn awesome.